This is Nicholas Six. Add violence. What I'm going to talk about is the fact that while my life has become kind of a bad Stephen King novel nightmare, Trent Reznor released a little 5-song album called Add Violence in July, on July 19th. I had no idea because I was focused on other things, obviously. But so I listened to it, and I was blown away by this song. It's number 3 on that album called Add Violence that just came out July 19th of this year. And I can't stop listening to it. It's just friggin' incredible. Um, just amazing. The progression of the song. It's like a slow song with an amazing just beat to it. And it's just, classic Reznor doing his thing. It's just amazing. I can't stop listening to it. It's like a detriment to my work. I'm listening to it so much. I just have it on in the background on loop. And it's called This Isn't the Place. It's track 3 on that album. And I love it. It's incredible. And he also, in December, I had no idea because I was focused on YouTube stuff. Uh, he released a little album, a 5-song album called Not the Actual Events. I haven't even listened to that yet. I can't wait to hear that. And what impresses me with him, and before I go into this, December 23rd, 2016, he released Not the Actual Events, and it has 5 songs. And I'll listen to it and I'll let you know, like, what's good on it. Because I just like talking about music. And the few good bands that are still left out there. Like 9 Inch Nails or Trent Reznor, whatever you want to call it. However you classify it. It's really him behind the music, so. But what amazes me about Reznor is he just keeps cranking out the work. And there's always something good on it. Um, the little album Add Violence, the rest of the songs on the album have, something good to offer too, but this one song, This Isn't the Place, stands out. Yeah, This Isn't the Place. It's amazing, and you should check it out. And big respect and kudos to Reznor for still turning out work with passion in it. That's a rare thing these days. That's a really rare thing. And he continues to impress me. After all these years, he still turns out some damn fine work. Like, not many bands are doing that after being together, or not many artists in general that have been around that long can still do that after so many years, after they made it big. Still put some passion into their work. Um, and this Add Violence album and the Red Hot Chili Peppers Getaway album, they've, been around forever too, since the early 90s, maybe before that even. The Red Hot Chili Peppers. And that Getaway album is just a friggin' masterpiece, like I said. And it's surprising because the last few albums by them weren't that great, unfortunately. For whatever reason, I don't even know why. They just weren't, in my opinion. But the Getaway album is like, they basically said, like, we still got it. And it's the same thing with Reznor, like, he's still got it after all these years. And he continues to amaze me. Um, and this song, This Isn't the Place, he doesn't come in vocally like towards, till past like the middle of the song. But it's so cool. And it kind of gives people like me time to experiment a little bit. Like I sing over his opening part sometimes. And they give me ideas on chord progression and stuff like that. That's another thing about Reznor that I like. He gives me He makes me think about music and how to make it. And not many artists do that. And The Getaway also did that. I could tell Anthony Kiedis tried a different thing with his voice, like smoothed it out a little bit. And that kind of taught me something about singing. How to smooth your voice out and don't push it out too hard. So both of those artists, if you want to call it that, call them that, have made me think musically what to do as well. That's what I love about them. Especially Reznor. Because he just keeps cranking out the work. And it's good work. And I'm not saying, I just love every single song. But he gives you something worth buying his stuff for every time. You can't say he doesn't. And he's established himself, and he deserves the respect that he gets as far as his skills as a musician. And he keeps me interested in music. Honestly, he's one of the few. Peace be ever with thee.